Hey everybody, welcome back to Path of Exile. Welcome back to the Unusual Maw. You notice we got a camera today. Right there. Weird, when I look at myself I have to look over on the second monitor. Where I want to look is here. I'm actually using my phone as a camera. It's kind of neat. This is not the first video I've used it. It's actually the second. But you guys won't see the first one for probably another probably another 3 weeks. But I think moving forward we will be using the camera here. You guys can see my face, and yeah, it's a nice touch, I guess. It's been a while since I played this game. You notice here I got some wings from a free loot box that Grenadier Games was handing out. It's pretty sweet, actually. Big old wings. And I think the last time I purchased one of the mystery boxes, we got this thing here, which wasn't too crazy about, and I was complaining that because I didn't get wings, I was never going to buy anything again, and then they gave us a free box and gave us wings and totally redeemed themselves there. I guess. Sure. Okay. I have been playing a little bit of the... actually, let's go to the character selection screen here. I've been playing this character a little bit here. We'll just log in real quick. Not a big deal. Check out this horse here.
Look at that horse. The bushy tail, the big teeth, the hooves.
Oh, you know what? Do the turn off chat thing here. I was tempted to leave chat on, but after leaving it on last weekend and kind of monitoring it for an extended period of time, I decided maybe it's not the best to put on camera. So anyway, we got one level here. Not a big deal. That's not what this series is about, so I'll just keep this kind of brief. This changed a little bit, the Atlas. And you can see I've been playing that a little bit. About as far as I'll go with that. But I am still playing that character. This is the this is the one we care about, really. Now, I have kind of been putting off playing this because I'm a little bit nervous about failing. So we're pretty much almost caught up to where last episode finished. To start the new recording session. I can't even remember what we were doing. It's been a couple weeks since we've actually played. There's been patches that have been released to fix some of the issues and just to improve this league in general. Just kind of nice that we get to take advantage of that while we're still leveling. I think we talked about this in one of the videos about them color coding the... Can I actually just harvest this from here? Maybe. Make sure I got everything lined up here. I guess I do. And we'll see. I have not actually seen this yet, so might not be exactly what I'm looking for, or what I assume that they had done, but we'll see here in a second. So they color... Nah, it's not quite what I wanted them to do, but they did at least color code. And there's something wrong with my mouse wheel lately here. It's sticking real hard. I don't know if you can... I've got a Razer Naga. This guy, like, that's not turning it at all. I have to really kind of... Yeah. So I need to take that apart probably and see what's going on there. That just started happening yesterday. But anyway, so they made these white so it sticks out a little bit. But I would assume that they were going to color code this, like make this yellow, make this just color code it so we could go through it, you know, blue here. But at least the text is highlighted, I guess. Is there anything in here we want to craft? The chaos modifier? I mean, I don't even know what we get to craft on here. It's been so long since I played, like I feel a little bit out of it, to be honest with you guys. Item level 62, that feels like that could be good. Chaos modifier. Target is not rare. No, of course it's not. Maybe that target isn't identified. Can I identify the target? Cannot. Alright. Reforge a normal, magic, or rare item with a lightning modifier. We could do that. Let's do that. We'll do that, and then we'll put the Chaos one on there. It's pretty good stats. 24 Chaos resistance isn't bad. I think we can afford to drop cold here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we can afford to drop a little bit of cold. So this is probably actually a better... I don't know, the one we got on is probably pretty good, though. It's got a lot of armor, if I remember right. Was the big thing about this one. It's probably a better chess piece, though. With the cast resistance, but I don't know if you really even encounter cast resistance at this level of the game. So, a lot of stuff I don't know. What did we just pick up? A primal... Oh, a seed, okay. We don't need to hang on to that. You can see how much I'm putting off actually getting back into the game here to craft. I'm just crafting because I'm trying to avoid... we should actually flush the rest of this out here. Unless we already did. Let's do that. Yeah, so we are in Act 9, right? I gotta remember how to play. You. Yeah, Act 9. So we got 2 acts to go. If we can get through that, then we've done it. Surprisingly, we've done it. Recurring Nightmare. And the Refinery. The Ruler of Highgate. Maybe we go do that, I guess. Or that, Queen of the Sands. Let's go do that. It's nearby. Is this the Scorpion? It might be. Yeah, I feel like this is the Scorpion. That's fine. I guess we're level 69, soon to be 70. We got to be a little bit ahead of the curve. I feel like we finished at 72 last time we played. I feel like we've lost some momentum now that we haven't been crafting and paying attention to gear and stuff. The long break that we've had, that we're going to pay for it here with a death, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. It did take me forever to get to 93 on my Necromancer. Like, I bet I was probably at 90% 6 times and died. It's something stupid. It was insane. Like the game was trying to keep me at 92. We're just looking for powder here, right? That's Queen of the Sands, optional. This is not the Scorpion, is it? No.
No.
It does feel like we're going to make it, doesn't it?
No.
A little bit.
No.
We might die in maps, but maybe we'll get to the very end of the game. We'll beat the base game. Going the right way. Oh, we're over here. Okay. I don't have any applications opened up here to path of building or a build guide. All right, we just got Undying. You guys probably can't see it because my big head's in the way. I think that's the best spot for us to be, though. If we're going to be on the screen. Probably right here for PoE. Blocking the XP bar a little bit, but I think it's probably fine. Why are we... I don't know what that was. Sandpit. Yeah, this is the Scorpion here. Is that where we're supposed to... You know, I feel like we should probably get our point here before we do anything. I'm going to open up Path of Building. As well as... Oh, do I have... No, Firefox isn't it? Right? Yeah. We want to open up... the build guide. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Again, that's what they say. Forums, Templar. Yep. Something hitting us? Yeah, sure is. I mean, I guess I'm not too worried about the build guide right now. I've got the wrong build guide open. Got my Necromancer open. Okay. Let's just make sure we're getting the proper things that we're supposed to get. We are supposed to go around here and get Steelwood Stance. You blocked recently. 6% chance to block attacks while wielding a staff. While wielding a staff. We don't have a staff on, though, do we? Is a scepter a staff? I don't think it is. There's one way to find out, though. Got itchy nose here. Huey is a scepter. Scepter, a staff. I don't think so. Doesn't really say immediately. Immediately it says it is, but I think if you kind of read into it, it's definitely not. So, I don't know if we want to pick that up right away. In fact, I'm going to say no. The build guide does tell us where we need to go, or where we should be going. But if I'm not mistaken, it's dated. Basement, screenshot spoiler. Leveling, we are 69. So he'd be talking about 60... 80, probably. View image in a new tab. I'd pull this up, but it's probably not really going to be helpful to look at it for you guys. We pick up that. We're supposed to pick up that. Pick up that which we have. This is supposed to take us to 80, huh? We already walked up here and picked up that. What are we missing? Oh, is it talents up here? Probably. No, he has no points in that. See, this feels incomplete to me. Like he doesn't have this either. I don't know. I think the build guide screwed up on the website. So you have to go with path of building here, which he winds up putting a lot of points in here, which we could do, but it's still kind of messed up here. We don't have this one. Small jewel socket, which is okay. Here he puts in. See, he's got a better gem here. He puts in that goes in this socket that gives him access to, which is a large jewel cluster. This is fine though. We'll do this for now, and then we'll put in a. In fact, we'll do it right now. We're gonna go fight this boss. I know what you guys are thinking. I'm wasting a lot of time, and yeah, maybe I am, but I just want to live. That's all. Just trying to live. I don't even know if we have small ones, do we? Yeah. Grants 15% increased armor. Added small passive skills also grant 2 to all attributes. 4% increased max life. One added passive skill is second skin. 8% fire resistance. 2 plus 2 to all attributes. I think we take a look at this one here. And we pop that one in. It's going to give us life, which is pretty good. Again, we need to replace this with a large one so we get 2 smalls. 2 mediums. Maybe he's got 2 mediums and a small here. Oh, he's got 2 mediums. So we can put a medium in this one? No, we cannot because that's only a small. Okay, that's fine. But that's where we'll go to next to pick up that life, which is I'd say is really strong. Got our sockets kind of suck here. Let's do a quick dump here while we're thinking about it. Okay. So do we actually get anything for putting that in, or do we just get access to more? This will grant 17 armor. Yeah, I don't think you actually get anything for putting this in. It kind of stinks. You guys think about it. Not very good at all. Alright, now I have died on this boss too, so... Can I just tank this boss to the face here, though? Looks like I could. Time to go? Yeah. I've died in this phase, and I've died in phase 2. What is this? I'm dealing more elemental damage. Of course I am. I mean, I feel tanky, which is one of the best parts about this build. Our cold snap. He move? Yeah, he moved. Good. This should open up. Yeah. I think we're fine here. I have died here though, so could happen. Why I'm trying to attack him while he's underground, I don't know. Oh, armor scrap. See, right now I want to cast bone armor, but that's something we have. I think we got him though. He's probably dead right here. Maybe the helm.
Be free from the torments of immortality.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. 5% reduced chaos damage on caustic ground. We have caustic ground, don't we? I don't know. We're not going to pick it up. I don't think chaos damage is a thing till maps. I think. I don't actually know that for sure. I think we could probably... Actually, is there a way to... Wasting time here. This is a dead end. Let's teleport out. Yeah, I might as well turn this in too. Massive skill point. Perfect. For Pete's sake. We are picking up life and armor. Armor. I think the other reason we're picking this stuff up is so we can farm some chaos orbs here too. So that's the next spot up here, and for some reason we didn't pick up this midway point. Which is fine, I guess. Oh, this is definitely not the way we wanted to go. We'll do this real quick. Now I will check, but I think we were 72 when we finished the game last time. So we're way ahead of the curve. It almost feels like we're definitely going to make it, doesn't it? I'm really nervous about failing. So I got to be honest, guys. It just feels like we're going to fall short for some reason. I don't remember who the last boss is here. I feel like we could do Kitava. Second version of Kitava. We've got the resistances. Right? As long as we don't stand in the big beam, we should probably be okay. Maybe. I feel over-prepared. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Is there a hotkey to level up gems? Or I don't have to like move my hand over there and click? Just say like Alt F4? Like that? There probably is, right? Too lazy to look it up though. But I'm also too lazy to click over there. Say as I click over there. Seeds! Lots of seeds! I'm gonna pick up yellow ones. I'm tempted to not craft here only because, yeah, we could harvest both of these, but I'm not sure even what we want to craft at the moment. Maybe just save them until we're ready to... Probably look at crafting right before we go to fight the boss here to make sure our gear's in check. Which we're probably fine. I just want to be sure, guys. I really want to nail it this time. And then I'll feel even more confident next season when we go through here. If because we haven't really been challenged a whole lot. I think Deodri almost killed us once. And that's probably more to do with us not understanding some mechanic than Deodri actually being... us not being geared enough to do Deodri. So yeah, we should be able to move a lot faster next league. There's something I don't like about the way... Should really pay attention to what we're doing here, but... I notice I do that a lot, especially playing PoE, like I'll just start talking about everything except for what I'm doing. Just real comfortable with PoE at the moment. Yeah, I think our format of doing an hour-long episode really... I don't know. It's fine for me, but... like, we're late into the league, and we're just now getting to the end. Just... I say... Wow, jeez. A little bit of damage there. I say we're, late into the league. We're about a third of the way in. Maybe half. I think they like to go on 3 to 4 month cycles, and they have... I can't remember, I read the article, but I think there's 3 more seasons they want to do this year before they release PoE 2. Which seems like PoE 2 is probably going to get pushed back a little bit. Which, it's fine for me, like it doesn't bother me. But if you've been playing this game for a while, maybe you might find that annoying. I don't know. I see you. Not sure how we missed our teleporter here, or waypoint. It's right there. It feels like we're getting pretty good XP right now too, doesn't it? It does to me anyway. Like more than we should be getting. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to playing the Witch that it takes forever to go from 92 to 93. I think I told you guys that from 95 to 96, it's basically the same amount of XP from 1 to 94, or 1 to 95 rather. I told you guys if you watch this channel often, you guys should know I'm a big horror film fan. I like horror films. I like sci-fi too. And been talking about the Alien franchise a lot on this channel. Tonight I watched Jason X, which I had never seen before. If you don't know what Jason X is, it's Friday the 13th in space. Set in the year 2045. We are not feared, but we're having trouble controlling our character. Anyway, it's an older movie. I think it came out in 2001. It's I mean, it was okay. Actually, it was fine for what it was. And I'm not a huge fan of the Friday the 13th series myself. I mean, I don't hate them or anything. I think they're fine horror movies, but if I were to list my top 5 favorite horror films, Friday the 13th is, which I think for a lot of people, well, maybe not. I don't know. It's a fine series. It reminds me of it's kind of funny. Well, I don't know. Anyway, it's a decent movie. I don't really recommend it if you're not into horror films, but Jason X, if you haven't seen it, I guess give it a go. There's some hokey stuff that happens in it. I mean, even for like a cheesy horror film, which I won't really spoil on here. Spoil a 19-year-old movie. Not gonna do it, guys. Yeah, so I had actually just finished watching that right before I started recording this. That's my Saturday night right there. Don't be jealous, guys. It's not a good color on you. Jealousy. What are you even doing here? I need to go up here. Okay, too easy. Yeah, I remember this fight. I don't think this fight's hard. And before we die. That didn't feel great. Can we dodge the big smash? Yeah. Then she's got some tornado Rexes. Yeah. I'm running out of room. I think we did die here too, actually. We just like stood flat-footed in one of these tornadoes. Our Necromancer was so... Actually, our Necromancer is still pretty squishy. But while we were leveling, it was really, really squishy. I don't know why we did that, but... It was our first time leveling, that's why we did it. That was not the boss, but something dropped a unique. Okay. No room here? Oh man, I think I definitely want that.
I shall find you in the next.
What do we unlock? 5% chance to evade attacks if you've taken a savage hit recently. Oh, is a savage hit, is that a crit? Sand Goliath. We do the thing? Why is this still lit up? Oh, we haven't actually gone up yet. A whole different area. Well, let's go back and drop this stuff off. Tasuni, eh? Pacha? Guild point, no room. Cannot do it. Inventory management is difficult in this game, a little bit. I've seen worse. Can't believe we didn't have one of those. Stun block and recovery, not crazy about that. I think we just sell these for the chromatic orbs.
Bye.
I guess you had nothing to give us there. A friend was telling me he was playing Shadowlands, Warcraft Shadowlands, and he's been watching a lot of this series. And he said there's a lot of mechanics in Shadowlands that feels like they've adapted from Huey. I'd be interested to see what that is. I have no intentions of playing Shadowlands. Actually, I have really no intentions of playing Warcraft ever again. World of Warcraft, anyway. Probably Warcraft in general. Unless, I don't know, if they ever came out with WoW 2 and changed some other things, I could probably give them another go. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'm interested to see what he thinks of the game. Because I think he's playing it pretty regularly. He's been playing that game for a while now. Warcraft, that is. Interested to see what he thinks, how it stacks up against... what was it? Battle for Azeroth? The last one? Into the refinery. So refinery. I think after we collect this last one here, I think... Are we heading to the boss at that point? I think we might be. I'm not saying I'm scared, but... Might be a little bit scared. Yeah, one of the things that's interesting about using the camera this episode is I have to be very careful with my posture here. I could slouch to my chair, but then I'd have to adjust the camera. Because I'm using my phone as a camera, it's kind of teetering on my monitor stand. Yeah, so it's kind of difficult to really move that if I wanted to. I mean, I could, but adjusting it in the middle of an episode's kind of awkward. I got purple. I assume it would be. I've never done it. Just assume, guys. Always assume. We were supposed to talk to Tsuni. We should... Actually, let's go do that. Get our skill point here. Get our extra HP and armor.
Creation shivers and writhes.
Might as well, right? Yep, that's fine. Okay. Back to the refinery. I did do, just to talk about this a little bit, I did well, I guess I'll go ahead and say it, even though this video won't come out for a while. And maybe I mentioned at the beginning, I did a Dota 2 episode. And I've actually never played Dota 2. But I did actually do a lot of editing on that video. And I say a lot, it wasn't really a lot, but more than the almost zero that we do on this series. So I'm interested to see if people like the editing, the jokes specifically. I don't know. I think they're funny, but maybe they're not worth my time. I think they are, though. If I enjoy them, then maybe I should just go ahead and do them. But I don't know how they would fit in this this series. Like if I just started putting in the jokes right here. Yeah, I don't know. Like if I just Rick rolled you guys right now, that's not very cool, and I would never do that. But does that make sense given the context of the rest of the series? Do something like that. I don't know. I don't know. You guys will know by the time if you're watching this, you'll know. Because I'll either have put jokes in here or just left it the same way we've been running the series. It does add a lot more work to do it. I'll say that. So maybe it'll just be one of those rare things that happens periodically. You guys will never see it coming. It feels like a perfect moment to insert a clip of something as a yoke. Orb of Alchemy, oh god. We're definitely gonna hit 72 before we finish Act 9. Well, no, 71. I'm tempted to load up our last leveling series of Delirium to see what level we were when we finished. In my mind, I'm thinking 72, but this doesn't feel right, does it? Given that we're going to be 71 here shortly. It's like my least favorite area in the game. Especially like the map version of this. I believe they call the factory. The last boss is kind of tough. He's not really that tough actually. You just have to not stand the lightning, which for me can be difficult. I suffer from a genetic disease called smooth brain. You guys have heard of it? Did we get the thing we were supposed to get? I don't think we did. Definitely did. That's where we came in. And there's our Umaboshi here. I don't think we got it. A Charthian powder. Trathian powder? Trathian powder. That's where we came in at. It must be. Has to be. I probably will record a couple more episodes after this one. Although, I will say this, it is kind of hard to... I don't know how our phone battery's doing right now. I may have to... Actually, I should probably just plug it in. USB here. Easy enough. Easy solution. I kind of want to watch another horror film tonight. It's late, but it's early enough in the night that I can get away with watching something. And I was thinking about watching the 2009 Friday the 13th, which I have never seen. I'd actually never seen any of the Friday the 13th movies, except for the first one, until last year, and I sat down and watched the next two. But there's actually 4 in the original run, and then I haven't seen the other 2. They're not my favorite. Old Voorhees. I think, well, I don't know. I think my favorite series is probably Hellraiser, which I'm very vocal about. But part of me thinks that maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a better series of films. They're both really good, though. And I like them both for different reasons. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. But I think those are probably my favorite 2 series. Meet Sin at the Quarry. The Quarry, eh? Did we still... How do we miss that waypoint there? Ridiculous. So we got to be heading towards the boss here kind of soon. Let's, I think it's probably faster this way. Rather than going back through our teleporter. Or a portal. I have so many games that I want to play right now. It's funny that, like, I I have Resident Evil 2. I was really wanting to play. I still haven't played Resident Evil 7, which we talked about for VR. I have Half-Life Alyx I want to play. I have Sekiro I wanted to play. Strongbox Chamber. Yes, please. Up. Probably up. Top left, I guess. Yeah, I have a ton of games I want to play, and then for some reason the other day, I opened up. I installed Dota 2. I don't know what was going on in my head. I feel like marketing has tricked me somehow to download that game. I don't know what they did, but it worked. So who knows if I'll make a series out of that one or play one of the other games I had on my short list of things to play. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to play. I want to play a Spooby game. A little bit. I don't know. I got the Dark Souls I want to play too. Like, why did I download Dota 2? I'm thinking. Play these endless grindy games. You're never going to get to play like half the games I own. Definitely haven't. I can feel my posture. I'm getting more slouchy as the episode goes on. Slouchy, I think that's a word. It's not, it should be. Earl of Ash, level 16. Come at me. Come at me, foes. Right, we made it outside. Again. These wings are beautiful, aren't they? They don't quite go with the gear set that we have, but I think it's sweet. It was actually the perfect thing we could have gotten out of that box. I did look at all the possibilities you could have gotten, and the wings are no guarantee you get a set of wings out of those. We could have gotten something kind of crappy. We got the wings, and we got the demon wings too, which, to be honest, either one of them would have been cool. We almost passed the waypoint again here. Oh, that's right. And we go down into here and fight. I don't remember. Meet Sin at the Black Core, recurring nightmare. It's not Malachi again. We'll try to get down right before the boss, and then we'll do some crafting here. Hall of Offerings, sacrifice an item. We'll go top, I guess. Don't actually need a key. It's weird when I was watching that Jason X movie. I'm looking at the special effects. They weren't terrible. They weren't great either. And I had to Google when I didn't have to, but I was compelled to Google when The Matrix came out. So The Matrix came out in '99. And I'm not singing the praises of The Matrix special effects, but they're fairly good. They're kind of like the age of the new age, the start of the new age of CGI. So Jason X comes out 2 years after that movie. It doesn't feel like it, I'll say that. One of the interesting things I saw about that movie is it had a $16 million budget. Or no, I'm sorry, a $14 million budget. And it made $16 million in the US. Made $18 million total, so it basically netted $4 million bucks, which is in the movie business, quite a flop. But supposedly the new one, the 2009 version, earned like 90 million bucks or something on approximately the same budget, 16 million. And so these horror films are actually picking up in popularity quite a bit because where are we at? We're in the cellar. Storage room, believe. So up and up to the right. Yeah, we're actually starting to get more of these horror film remakes because they're so cheap to make, and the last 4 or 5 that have been made have done really well. And by really well, I mean they make about 70, 80 million bucks with little to no investment up front. So actually pretty nice that's a thing that's happening. And I was thinking about it earlier, when I was looking at the box office numbers, which is something I'm really interested in actually. I'm almost to the point of an obsession where every time I see a movie, I have to see kind of how people rated the movie, how much the movie cost to make, and how much money it made. And it doesn't really matter, but I'm interested in it for whatever reason. So anyway, yeah, they're basically they're doing really well. But what I was thinking about is the fact that the global market is bigger now. So movies aren't just playing in the U.S. and say 5 European countries. They're playing, everywhere now, across the globe, which is really cool. One, because everyone gets access to these movies now, and same thing, vice versa. We're starting to get more foreign films here. But yeah, so it's allowing these companies to they're able to take more risk because the market's so huge that even if if people aren't necessarily very much into the movie, it's still going to make pretty good money because it's just so many people that might just be happening to be going to the theater, right? I mean, there's a second part to that, and that is you can't spurn your audience too much. If Hollywood or whatever entity releases a ton of bad movies in a row, and that gets marketed heavily, and as a consumer you get burned 8 or 9 times, you go out to the theater or whatever, and then you just stop going. So they can do stuff like that, but the occasional failure is okay. Or it doesn't always have to be a gigantic blockbuster. It could be like a small budget horror film, and there's enough people that are fans of the genre that it doesn't have to have wide mass appeal, I guess is the word. It just has to interest horror fans enough to come out and see it, and it's good enough to make a profit. I think, anyway. I don't know anything about this kind of stuff. It's just my assumptions about how all that works. Where are we at in the? We got 15 minutes left. I don't know. I'm like scared to go tackle the boss here. Superior Rock Breakers. There's some currency at the end of this. TheUnusualMaw, huh? A little bit of a lag spike there. Complete the temporal incursions. Oh, that's Ava. Ava. 15% cold resistance, not exactly what we want. Alva. Just in time.
There you are, ready to revisit the past. The more you kill, the more you change my map.
Sanctuary of Unity. It's got to be this one, right?
Finding the temple in the present day.
Yeah. Adjacent rooms by 1 tier, so up. Probably down, I guess, or down to the right. Either way, it really doesn't matter, right? Again, every time I want to like talk directly to you guys, the viewer, I want to look over here. But you guys are right here. I don't know how I fix that, but I just have to remember it. I don't know. I'm sure there's ways of setting up a camera setup. We just completely, yeah, just not even paying attention now. Have itchy ear here. It's a difficult class to play. I can play it with one hand from time to time. Difficult build. No, actually, I highly recommend this build. It's pretty straightforward actually. Just shoot fire. I don't think we have any more incursions left. The temple should be up. I feel like we're not going the right way at all. A golden mask. It's made of gold. I don't think it's actually any good. I'll mess with that here in a second. Aid cocoon. I don't remember. I just don't remember this place being that big. This big. Apparently it was. Yeah. It's taking a lot longer to finish this than I thought it would. I think finishing this constitutes finishing Act 9, though. Rotting Core, is this going to be the boss? No. I'd like to save the boss for the next episode, and then maybe start next episode with some crafting. That kind of hurt a little bit. Like, I knew it was going to hurt. I know it was going to hurt that bad. Apparently those do still hurt. Even when you're kind of tanky. I think that is chaos damage. So we do see it before the end of the game. We just only see it in Delirium, I think. Don't quote me on any of that. Well, there's the black core. Yeah, itchy. I got itchy face in general. My face is not this itchy. I guess because I'm on camera? It's usually just my ear? Oh, don't do it to me. Please don't do it to me. Please? No? You guys see that? I don't know if everything on my computer lagged there, it was just the game, but I guess we'll see if it was the camera too. It's a pretty big freeze there. We were only in one layer of Delirium there too. The interesting jewel I picked up on my Necromancer called the... I'm not gonna remember what it's called. I'm even trying to say what it is. It might be way off. But anyway, it has like a number attached to it, and you can randomly roll that number, and that number adds special traits to your skills around it.
I am no beast of burden.
They're really full. So yeah, it's a very interesting skill actually. I should have shown that when I had the Necromancer open. Very unique way of doing a gem. Sure. I don't know if I wanted to identify that. In fact, I really did. I did it anyway. A weapon. I mean, pretty bad. There's, like, in my gut, I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna go for the boss here right before we finish the episode, but that's stupid, isn't it? Why would I do that? I'm scared is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Gems are error. Maps are error.
Yes.
So I'll
Bye.
sell that for. Maybe get a little bit of time. Yellow and blue. Yeah, and I still think we want to wait to craft here. What levels is the gear we have on? This is 46, so that's dated. That's probably fine. That's fine. It's probably fine. 75. Chest piece is probably the most dated thing we have. Can I go down here?
Something doesn't seem right.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember this. Okay. So I think what we do here is we teleport out. We shall do our crafting, and then... Man, we've got no way to really craft, though. That's the thing. You know, let's just do it. We're just going to do it, because otherwise we have to go find seeds and craft, and I think really the only thing that's bad is this. We're just going to go for it. But I think we will end this episode here, so next episode we'll start right here, and then maybe we'll craft at the beginning of Act 10 if we haven't died. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. As usual, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for more hardcore Path of Exile. Unless today is a Sunday, in which case one off Monday will be tomorrow. Or whatever, something else besides Path of Exile. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. See you guys.